Welcome to Great Primer, a weekly show that's mostly about miniatures. My name is Nick, I'm your host, and in this episode I'm looking at the easy-to-build Primaris kits, the Aggressors and the Reivers. So for some reason I don't trust easy-to-build kits just leaving them without any glue. I invariably clip off the pins, use a bit of glue, do it the normal way. I know that they're normally monopose just by their very nature. They click together into one way. Obviously with click together models, you can't have like a ball and socket joint or anything like that in the arm. But I want to see if there's something I can do here. Have a little bit of fun with it. Get those pins clipped off. See if there is some scope for a little bit of kit bashing, a little bit of sort of playing around with arm sockets, leg sockets, positioning of head, weapons choices. I don't know. Let's get into it and see. Okay, here we go. Easy to build. Let's go with the Reivers first. And some really nice cover art there, actually. I think I much prefer... There's no think about it. I much prefer these types of covers. There's this little bit of sort of spectacular artwork. You can still show the mini in detail on the back, but I think the front should be dramatic. There's something sterile about having box images like this. I mean, you can easily put sort of images of the miniatures on the sides, on the back, like this box does anyway. But adding a bit of drama to the front, yeah, I dig that. Let's have more of that, please. So 3 Reivers in this. I imagine these are going to go together pretty straightforward. Got 3 32mm slaughter bases. Little instruction book, which again has that nice artwork, full color. Nice little painting guide there. Please don't tell me that's an Ultramarines decal sheet in this. Really? Every time? Smurfs everywhere. And here we have the level of detail we've come to know and love from Citadel Miniatures. I'm loving the drawn combat knives. And now let's get into the Aggressors here as well. Again, some beautiful cover art. Nice. And see, you can still have great images of the miniatures in the back, and these are showing at 100%, so yeah, that's all you need to do. You've got everything you need on the back there, showing you what comes in the box. In the front, you can just go to town. Make it dramatic. Love it. Better not be Ultramarines transfers in this one. And I've got 3 bases. And as you can see with these easy to build kits, much like the Indomitus box, the bases are pre-drilled, so you don't even have to worry about that. And I absolutely love the look of these minis from the front of the box. I think these are going to look so dangerous in amongst a whole bunch of intercessors and reavers. These things are just going to look like, really bulked out. Very excited to see them. Oh, it looks like there isn't... Oh, I was going to say it looks like there isn't a decal sheet, but tucked in here is our old favorite Ultramarines infantry transfer sheet. I think I must have 10 of those now, if not more. Great art. Full color inside. And then the stat sheets at the back. You have a really nice painting guide here if you should want to ultramarine them up. I think it also gives a really nice example of sort of that, the types of shading, the types of highlighting, how you can do the sort of the lenses of the face mask and everything. How you can paint the weapons and things. So it's not completely just for Ultramarines players. You can take across a few of those techniques. And yeah, lovely. Let's go get them built. Back in a sec. Bye. Okay, so we are back, and these are the Space Marines Primaris Aggressors. Easy to build. They've got these cracker-looking Flamestorm gauntlets. They all come with these. You can see that sort of the fuel system running back to their backpacks here. They have these replaceable fuel cells, and that's kind of neat. Got purity seals hanging off there. These don't really have a lot of flexibility with regards to where you position their arms and stuff. I mean, they're easy to build, so you don't even have to put glue on them, and you just sort of push fit them, which is something I guess you could do. I personally never like doing it because I'm always afraid they're just going to detach at some point in the future. So I just trim off their little pegs, put some glue in there, and they normally go together really nicely. And I know that they're not going to come apart at some inopportune moment in the future. This is the Sergeant model. So you can see the sort of the chain around the neck there to designate who he is. And I think he has a slightly different pauldron as well. Yeah, he does. He's got that sort of laurels around a skull. And then the last one, again, all of these come with these Flamestorm gauntlets. And they're absolutely sensational. They just look so mean, don't they? And here's the first of the Reivers. You've got this fantastic combat knife. Look at the length of that thing. It's the length of his leg, for goodness sake. And you see the grenades on the body armor here. Fantastic helmet design there. Really cool looking mini. Like in the purity seal on the arm. Then you have the scabbard for the combat knife. You have the holster for the heavy bolt pistol. And that kind of makes sense. You can see him reaching over, kind of over there to pop that back into its holster. But I have no idea how he's going to maneuver himself to get that knife back into that scabbard. That just seems like an impossibility where it's positioned on his belt there. Especially wearing body armor. Like, no. But anyway, it's a small thing. And they have the Phobos pattern body armor there as well, which is really nice. Then the other one, pointing over this way. Again, that really nice design on the helmet. Cool purity seal details there. And again, the inaccessible scabbard for the knife. And finally, this is the Reivers Sergeant. And he just looks so cool. Like, he doesn't have a helmet on, but he's still wearing that sort of skull face mask. I just love his whole pose there. He just looks so dynamic, so dangerous. Really nicely done. What a great couple of boxes here. 6 really interesting miniatures, and even though they're easy to build, they still have a good bit of personality. There's a bit of effort has been put into the sculpts to make them interesting still. You don't worry too much that they aren't sort of, multi-pose or anything like that. Honestly, I don't mind when miniatures look as good as this. But that's it. That's our little easy-to-build special there for the Primaris Aggressors and Primaris Reivers. And I just want to thank you for tuning in. I hope you're having a fantastic and relaxing holiday season. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. On the next video, I'm actually going to do a full weekend of content. Going to have a Warcry New Year's special. 4 days worth of Spire Tyrants and Chaotic Beasts, Corvus Cabal, Chimera, Ogroid. It's just going to be packed full of Warcry stuff. So tune in for that. That's coming up on the next series of episodes. Until then, take care and happy Christmas.